Hi, this is Ed with Sapphire Technologies, and welcome to another gameplay video. This time around, we're going to take a look at a racing game. This is not something I normally get excited about, but hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to try something new, and we're looking at Grid Autosport, the latest release from the folks over at Codemasters. Now, Codemasters, in case you didn't know, practically owns the automotive racing genre with their Dirt 3 series and their F1 series, and this is the third, I believe, in the Grid series. Now, what they've done this time around that I really like in Autosport is they have not attempted, there is no attempt being made to try to create a backstory. This is about racing, and if you're a fan of racing, this is a great game. What they've done to make this game so much fun is it crosses disciplines. So you're not going to have to just be able to be good in a NASCAR, or you're not just good in motocross, or just good in Formula One racers. You're going to have to race the various disciplines that this game brings to bear, and we're going to start with touring. And this is just a great game. Now, the gameplay you're going to see is being done on a SAPPHIRE 270X Vapor X. We're playing at 1080 resolution, and we have maxed out the detail level. I've got to tell you, racing games, in my opinion, are some of the prettiest games to look at. The graphics detail level we have managed to reach in racing games is nothing short of phenomenal. But there's a downside to this. Racing games, as they exist, have not really evolved much over the years. So it's good to see a game that has taken everything we like about various racing games, taken out all the stuff that was distracting, trying to have a plot, trying to have a backstory, mixing it all together, giving you a great racing simulator, and letting you go in and race, which is what we are about to do, and we are off. You can see we've chosen as our sponsor Razer. We kind of wanted to keep the whole computer motif thing going. Now, the gameplay you're watching right now is being done by a mouse and a keyboard. And the reason we did this by a mouse and keyboard is we wanted to show it can be done. You can play this with a mouse and keyboard. I can tell you now, though, if you are a serious racing fan, if you haven't already got one, get yourself a steering wheel with the foot pedals. The gameplay difference is nothing short of spectacular. And yeah, I'm going to have to talk to our gameplay people that recorded this video because he's spending too much time bumping. This isn't NASCAR. Get out there and actually race them. Get out there and drive fast around them. Don't ram into them. Racing games as a whole have really had a lot of trouble over the years. It's been a genre that has a lot of fans, but it doesn't get a lot of attention. And what Codemaster has done with this, like I said, they've crossed disciplines. That makes it a lot of fun. You can't be good at one style of racing and excel at this game. The other thing they've done is they've added a huge social media and multiplayer element through their website. The particular feature for this is called, I want to say it's RaceNet, which allows different achievements to be accomplished. You can race against your friends. You can actually have race clubs, which is just totally cool. The game plays very smooth on fairly modest hardware. That's impressive. But again, we're back to, this is a genre that has not really spent a lot of time expanding itself. There's only so many ways you can do a racing game because you're going to attempt realism when you do this. In some ways, this is kind of like, to me, the first-person shooter market where it's heading. So often first-person shooters in the end up being the same game with a different skin. And that is happening a lot with racing games today, which is why the ability to cross these disciplines, the career mode that makes you have to actually drive in different manners, maybe get outside of your comfort zone, drive cars that handle way differently than what you enjoy normally playing. This takes the game and it raises it up a notch. It makes it where there's more depth to the play. This is not a game you're going to run 1 or 2 races and go, okay, I've seen the maps, I'm done, I'm moving on to my next game. This is the kind of racing game that racing fans have wanted, because it means you're going to keep racing. You're going to keep playing this game. The audio in the game is really well done. The voiceovers are really well done. As you can see, the graphics are gorgeous. They really take advantage of the modern GPU, but as I said, 270X Vapor X, and we're getting this kind of detail. Just butter smooth playback at 1080. Just, it looks gorgeous. It plays really smooth. The performance is through the roof. You could probably go down to a 260X and still get a really great experience. And there's not really a reason to have to rush out to buy the more expensive video card. Good news for racing fans, because that means you can take the money you save to buy that steering wheel set and really get your enjoyment of the game up just over the top. My own play with this, like I said, the video we're watching, this was done with a keyboard and mouse. I've played this a little bit now with my steering wheel set. I understand the racing game appeal as I play it. I understand the desire. You see, now this is a neat feature. This is they call it they've got a different name for it. I call it the mulligan. I've never seen a racing game that does this. Basically, you do something stupid, and you have the opportunity to go, no, let me back up. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen in multiplayer, but in single player, that's kind of a neat feature. It lets you, when the wife comes over and taps you on the shoulder as you're about to make that hard dive into the turn, and you get distracted, you don't have to look at the wife and yell at her because you lost the race because she tapped you on the shoulder. You can play your mulligan, take it back a little bit, and try it again. Notice also, for us beginners, for us people that are not super race enthusiasts, or aficionados, I should say, you've got this line that gives you what the best line for your car is, so that you can get maximum effect in return. This is a neat feature for the beginners to help us get involved into the racing some more. Come on, 9th place. Come on, I gotta catch him. We won 8th place. Come on. It's just a really fun game, and it looks great. So if you're looking for a new game to play, this is Grid Autosport by the folks at Codemaster. Again, the gameplay video you watch is being brought to you by SAPPHIRE Technologies, and we are playing this game for your viewing pleasure on a 270X Vapor X at 1080p with maximum detail cranked up. That's right, folks. You're playing this on a $250 card at 1080p and everything cranked, butter smooth, absolutely gorgeous, and just a ton of fun to play. So I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay video. Stay tuned for more. I'm Ed with SAPPHIRE Technology. Keep playing. We'll see you next time.